Hello and welcome to Drishti IAS English. I am Aisha, and in today's episode we will be talking about the World Lion Day 2024. So every year on 10th of August, World Lion Day is celebrated, and in this episode we will be talking about that what are the initiatives that we have taken to conserve this flagship species. So let us first look at the timeline. So first we'll be looking at that is about lion, then about lion census, lion translocation, about the project lion, what are the government initiatives that has been taken for the conservation of lion, and the UPSC PYQs on lion, that how important this species is. So this topic becomes important from general studies paper 1, that is geography, and also paper 3, that is environment conservation. So let's begin. So the World Lion Day is celebrated on 10th of August every year. And what is the point of celebrating the day as World Lion Day? So it is about raising awareness. So it is about raising awareness about the conservation of lion and their habitats. So conservation of lion and their habitat with regard to that, the conservation of flagship species becomes all the more important because it is the flagship species that talks about or that signifies the status or the well-being of a food chain or a food web or a ecosystem or a biodiversity status on the whole. So the ecosystem runs on how well the species are placed at each level, and that is why conservation of every species becomes important. Then the World Lion Day was first established in the year 2013. So it was for the very first time celebrated in the year 2013 and by Big Cat Rescue. And what is a Big Cat Rescue? Big Cat Rescue is world's largest sanctuary dedicated to lions. So world's largest sanctuary dedicated to lions is Big Cat Rescue. It established the World Lion Day for the very first time in year 2013. Now about lion. So the scientific name of lion is Panthera leo. Panthera leo, and it is subdivided into two subspecies, that is the African lion and the Asiatic lion. And the African lion is known as the Panthera leo, while the Asian lion is known as the Panthera leo persica. So these are the scientific names. So basically two subspecies, African lion and Asiatic lion. And if we talk about Asiatic lion in India, where are the lions actually found? There is only one place, Gujarat, Gir Wildlife Sanctuary. So let us talk about the distribution and habitat of lions. Lions are found in sub-Saharan Africa, and a small population exists in the Gir Forest National Park in the Indian state of Gujarat. So if we talk about India, then they are specifically found in the Gir Forest National Park in the Indian state of Gujarat. So Gir Forest National Park in Gujarat. And if we talk about the Africa, then they are found, as compared to India, they are found in a much larger space, and that is the sub-Saharan Africa. When we say sub-Saharan, it is because of the name is given because of the presence of the desert Sahara, and it is basically present in the continent Africa, and that is Northern Africa. So World Wildlife Fund for Nature. So according to the World Wildlife Fund for Nature, lions currently inhabit only 8% of their former ranges, only 8% of their former ranges, while the rest live out of protected areas. So as of now, they are not living in the protected areas. They are, you can say, they are not living in their natural habitat, and they are coming out, and that is why you see that a lot of animal human conflict can also be reported, and only 8% of the former ranges is what they are living. Now let us know about the characteristics of lions. So lions are known for their distinctive appearance, including a tawny coat, tufted tail, and a prominent mane in males. Let us look at it. Okay, look at these pictures. So we will talk from the respect of Asiatic lion. So this is the picture of Asiatic lion, or this is how Asiatic lion looks like. Now when we say mane of a lion, so mane of a lion is this hairy part of lion, which is the most unique feature of lion. So the hairy part of the lion. Now look at this picture, this portion. The portion around the head of the lion where you can see large hairs, so that is called the mane, M-A-N-E. Then it has a tail, so very clearly you can say, and it is called a tufted tail because first of all it is not very large in size, and then in the end it has a hairy end. So this is a tufty tail. And when we say the coat, so lion body, you can see that this area around the head is very hairy, but all over complete body does not consist of these many hair or this quantity of hairs. So the whole body is composed of a coat, while the main head has a mane. So see, tawny coat, yes, tufted tail, yes, and a prominent mane in males. Then they are social animals and live in groups called prides. So they are social animals because they move in large areas, and then when they move in a group, so the group of lions moving together is called a pride. And what is a pride? A pride typically consists of multiple females, their offsprings, and a few adult males. So male, female, and offsprings, when all these move together, they are called a pride. Now let us talk about the threats to the conservation of lions or the lion habitat. So the threats are habitat loss. Habitat loss means that the natural habitat in which the lions live, like for example, the lions for their living needs huge areas, huge lands, so that they can move in those lands. Small areas as where the animals are not very comfortable and they get very restricted. So they need large patches of land. So habitat loss as of now is taking place, and you can say the prominent reason for habitat loss as of now is first of all climate change, then comes deforestation, then comes, you can say, agriculture also, then comes infrastructure, etc. Then climate change is one of the prominent reasons because of which the habitat loss is taking place, and it is not only associated with lions, it is associated with many other species also which are living in the wild. Then human wildlife conflict. As of now, if we see that the human wildlife conflict is on a rise, the numbers that we see now and the news that we hear in newspapers that we read as of now is that tigers are coming in contact with the humans, elephants are coming in contact with the humans. So it is not only associated with the small animals or species, it has now diverged, and the human animal conflict is increasing and is on a rise, and that is something, a point of concern that the forest officials or the forest department needs to look into. Then inbreeding, diseases, you can say the viral diseases, the virus, the bacteria or the fungi, and as of now we see that there are so many outbreak of diseases also taking place. So these becomes all the more important with respect to that how the population of a species is coming down. Then comes hunting. So illegal hunting and poaching takes place, which is also a contributor to the decreasing population. Then grazing, mining, infrastructure development, and etc. So these are few of the threats to the lion population. Now let us talk about the difference between African lion and Asiatic lion. As we just studied that there are two subspecies, that is African lion and Asiatic lion. So look at these two. So this is the image of the African lion and this is the image of the Asiatic lion. Very clearly visible. Now let us look at the difference. So on one side the African lion is given, and while on the other side the Asiatic lion is given. Now let us look at the difference, because many a times difference can also be asked. So African lion is bigger in size as compared to the Asiatic lion. Now look at this. This is Asiatic lion and that is African lion. So African lion is bigger in size as compared to the Asiatic lion. And Asiatic lion is slightly smaller as compared to the African lion. Then African lion, males have relatively short spurs and darker manes, and that you can very clearly see here. So look at the mane of African lion and then the Asiatic lion. So they are large in size and their manes are darker. So males have relatively short spurs and darker manes. Then Asiatic lion, males have a fuller mane. Then African lion is males do not live with the females of their pride unless they mate or have a large kill. So they, male and female, usually on regular basis they do not live together. While in Asiatic lion, males live with the females of their pride. So there is a clear difference. Then if we talk about the distribution, African lions, they are sub-Saharan Africa and West Africa, and they are more in numbers. Then distribution is found only in Gir National Park, Gujarat, India and its surrounding areas. So Gir National Park is the only place in India where Asiatic lions are found. Now the word only makes it all the more special. Only means that no other place in India has Asiatic lions. Then habitat. Habitat is African lion, forest, savanna, shrubland, grassland and desert. Vast areas of patches is what they need. Then Asiatic lion habitat is dry deciduous forest. Now coming to the conservation status, the African lion is IUCN status is vulnerable, CITES is appendix 2, CMS is appendix 2. Then conservation status of Asiatic lion, IUCN is vulnerable, so that is both is same. CITES is appendix 1. African lion, CITES status is appendix 2, while Asiatic lion, CITES status is appendix 1. Then Wildlife Protection Act 1972, it comes under schedule 1. And then CMS appendix 2. CMS is migratory species, Convention on Migratory Species. So CITES status is different, CMS status is same, that is appendix 2. IUCN status is same, that is vulnerable. So CITES status is different and Wildlife Protection Act schedule 1. So they live under utmost importance in India. Then comes the lion census. So census is an exercise which takes place after a certain period of time and the overall population of that species is measured. So let us talk about the lion census. So in 2024, the government said in the Lok Sabha that a total 555 Asiatic lions, that is 555 Asiatic lions died in the last 5 years. So in the last 5 years, 555 Asiatic lions died, but there has been no increase in their mortality rate. Then the Gir forest in Gujarat is the only natural habitat of the Asiatic lion. So only natural habitat of the Asiatic lion, big point becomes important. Then according to the government data, the number of these big cats in Gir National Park rose from 523 in the year 2015 to 674 in the year 2020. So there has been an increase from the time of 2015 to 2020. 2015 it was 523, in 2020 it is 674 and this is 2024. So in 2020 there was 674 Asiatic lions. So the first lion census was conducted by the Nawab of Junagadh in the year 1936. So first lion census took place in the year 1936 and since 1965 the Forest Department has been regularly conducting the lion census every 5 years. So every 5 years the lion census takes place. So this last was done in the year 2020. Every 5 years, that means in the year 2025 the next lion census will take place. So first lion census year 1936 and since the time of 1965 regular lion census is taking place after every how many years? 5 years. Then next about the Asiatic lions. So the yellow rose that you are able to see is about the number and the red or you can say little pinkish line that you are able to see is about the area in square kilometer. So if we will look at the numbers in 1990, in the year 1990 the total lion count was 284. 1995 it became 304. Then 2001 it became 327. 2005 359. 2010 411. 2015 523 and 2020 674. It means the number of lions in India has been on a rise, even though the rise is slow, gradual and steady, but it is a very steady rise which we are able to see, because we will see that continuously it is on a rise. It is not that the number has dipped in between. And this also tells us that the initiatives that has been taken by the government is also working in a positive way or in the positive line. Then let us talk about the area. So the area for the Asiatic lions has also been on the rise, because if the number of lions will increase, then the area that they will need will also increase. So in 1990 it was 6,600 square kilometer, then 10,000 square kilometer, 12,000, 13,000, 20,000, 22,000, and now as of 2020 the area in square kilometer is 30,000 square kilometer area is what the Asiatic lions have. Now let us talk about the lion translocation project. So the lion translocation project, as we know that the cheetah translocation project has worked successfully, so the lion translocation project is also there. So over the years, experts have demanded the translocation of lions in India, as the big cats have been geographically isolated in Gir National Park. So as of now in India, the only place where the lions are present is the Gir National Park. So if they are isolated in one area and if any kind of disease outbreak and something happens in that one area, then the population of lions will be at risk. So they also needs to be segregated, and some other areas also that the presence of Asiatic lion takes place. So a second home would protect the lion population from extinction in case of an epidemic, unexpected decline in prey or natural calamities. Because if in India there is only one place where the Asiatic lions is present, that place becomes very, very important from environment perspective and from flora and fauna perspective, from the ecosystem perspective, from the food chain and the food web perspective. So to save those species, a diversion needs to be seen. So in September 2018, 27 lions died in Gir National Park because of canine distemper virus, while 37 had to be quarantined. So at one go, because of a virus, and this news created a stir among the forest department and the environmentalists, that in one go 27 lions died. So this was a huge news. In 2023, Wildlife Institute of India reported that authorities plan to translocate 40 lions to the Varda Wildlife Sanctuary. And Varda Wildlife Sanctuary is around 100 kilometers from the Gir National Park. So not very far away, so that the difference of habitat, the difference of weather and the difference of conditions in which the lions are living, the conditions should not be very different, that lions face difficulties or problems in changing their habitat. In 2013, the Supreme Court ordered translocation of lions from Gir to the Kuno National Park in Madhya Pradesh. But it was the cheetah program under which the Kuno National Park was selected, and the government released cheetah into the Kuno National Park in the year 2022-23 as part of the reintroduction of the cheetah in India. Then comes the geographic separation. So geographic separation is the primary objective of translocation to establish a second free-ranging population of lions to mitigate the conservation risk. So primary objective is geographic separation, that in India lions should not only depend on one conditions, it should not be restricted to only one location, and if any case of urgency and emergency, it should not be that the whole and the complete lion population in India, that is the Asiatic lions, becomes or comes at risk. Now let us talk about the Project Lion. So Project Lion document titled Lion at the rate 47. So Lion at the rate 47, that is a vision for Amrit Kal, has been prepared with the following objective. So this is the document, that is Lion at the rate 47, vision for Amrit Kal. So the following objectives has been prepared. First is to secure and restore lion's habitats for managing its growing population. Important word, secure and restore. Secure means whatever is present that needs to be protected, and restore. Restore means earlier it was there, then it was not there, and again the earlier thing which was present needs to be come back to life. It means restoring something. Then scale up livelihood generation and participation of local communities, as the local communities plays a very important role because the knowledge of the local communities, and as they live in very close proximity with the species, so they are very well aware about their behavior, and they can actually say and they can actually tell the prima facie things that what and how the species behave. Then became a global hub of knowledge on big cat disease diagnostics and treatment, because what happened in the year 2018 was a shocker for people. Create inclusive biodiversity conservation through Project Lion initiative. Inclusive biodiversity conservation, that if there is a conservation of one species taking place, then the things which are important on the sideways and which are on the periphery of it, the conservation of it will happen automatically. Then Project Lion envisages landscape ecology based conservation of the Asiatic lion in Gujarat by integrating conservation and eco development. So conservation and eco development. Then the project is being implemented in the Gir landscape in Gujarat, which is the last home of the Asiatic lion that we have already known. So the Asiatic lion endemic to Gir landscape of Gujarat is one of the 21 critically endangered species identified by the ministry for taking up recovery programs. So one of the 21 species that the ministry has identified for the recovery programs. Recovery programs means that the numbers should come back to higher again. Then Asiatic lion being listed in Schedule 1 of the Wildlife Protection Act 1972 to be accorded the highest degree of protection. As it comes under the Schedule 1 of the Wildlife Protection Act, it means that the whatever is the highest degree of protection that will be given to the Asiatic lions in India. Now let us talk about few of the government initiatives that has been taken to conserve the Asiatic lions. So first is about the modern information and communication technology. So ICT is proposed in the conservation, protection and development efforts of the Greater Gir region. So few of the techniques or the technologies of the ICT is GPS based tracking. So a GPS based tracking in which the hands or the body of the lion will be covered and they will be tracked whatever their movement is. Then surveillance tracking, animal tracking, vehicle tracking. So overall the basic idea is about that wherever the species is, wherever the lion is moving, a tracking has been done so that the identification and the location of the lion can be traced easily. Then automated sensor grid, that is magnetic sensor, movement sensors. So these are few of the things on the basis of which the primary concern is about conservation, then tracking the species, being very clear about the location or their movement, because this will help in the conservation efforts. And if the lion is coming in contact with other species, or you can say the animal human conflict takes place, so these kind of techniques will help in locating the species or lion. Then many initiatives for the conservation of Asiatic lions has been taken, like for example the concept of Greater Gir. The concept of Greater Gir has been adopted, through which additional suitable habitat for lion is being developed for the habitation of lion. Greater Gir, it means that the Gir National Park, which is there as of now, the more area would be given under it, and the additional suitable landscape or the habitat will also be included under it. Then beside Gir National Park and Sanctuary, Girnar, Pania and Mitiala have been notified as sanctuaries to widen the protected area network and home of lion. So these are efforts to increase the number of lions and also the diversification of lion population in India. Then habitat improvement measures have been undertaken additional water points are being established and the existing water points are being maintained so that the lion population can find water at regular intervals. Then protection mechanism has been strengthened with creation of wildlife crime cell at state level and task force for the GGR, that is Greater Gir region. So at state level, the wildlife crime cell has also been created. Then open wells are being covered with parapet walls to prevent death of wild animals due to fall in the well. So many times what happens is that if this is a well, then animal, if does not pay the attention, or if the species is not paying the attention, the species can fall under the well and the death takes place. So the surrounding area, a wall will be created so that even though if the species comes near it, the species will not be able to fall under it. Then intelligence gathering system has been strengthened so that the location or the tracing of the animal can take place easily. Now about few of the UPSC PYQs on lions. So the previous year questions which moved around, or the question is regarding lion, or few of the options of the question is where the lions are mentioned. So let's see. This is a PYQ of the year 2019 and it talks about consider the following statements, and there are 3 statements given and it talks about which of the statements are correct. Asiatic lion is naturally found in India only. Double humped camel is naturally found in India only. One horned rhinoceros is naturally found in India only. So this question says that questions is being asked from the species, big species, the flagship species, and also very clearly Asiatic lion is mentioned. So Asiatic lion is naturally found in India only. So this is about 2019 PYQ. Now this is a PYQ of 2017. So you need to look at the theme, that how the words are mentioned there. So recently there was a proposal to translocate some of the lions from their natural habitat in Gujarat to which one of the following sites? Corbett National Park, Huno Palpur Wildlife Sanctuary, Mudumalai Wildlife Sanctuary, or Sariska National Park. So translocation of lion, the topic translocation of lions. So this is translocation of lion. Earlier was Asiatic lion. Now see this again. This is 2024 prelims. So it talks about consider the following statements. 3 statements are given and it is asking about the correct statement. First is lions. Lions do not have a particular breeding season. Unlike most other big cats, cheetahs do not roar. And third, again, lion is mentioned. Unlike male lions, male leopards do not proclaim their territory by scent marking. So if you are aware about the lions, you can solve this. So if you will see, 2024 it is there, 2017 it is there, 2019 it is there. So very clearly it is showing that this can be a topic which can come in the examination and specifically in the prelims examination. As before this, we also did a video on the Tiger Day, and if you will see that if you will go and check out the video, so you will find that the number of questions from tigers have been asked is also on a very high numbers, and lions are also, the questions number is, if we talk about from 2017, 19, 2024, 3 questions. Number of questions with regard to tigers were 6 to 7 questions. So it tells us, it is telling that a trend about the species which UPSC is following. So you need to go and pay very much focus on the species, and specifically about the big species, the flagship species, which signifies something. So that is what is the main purpose of showing you the UPSC previous year questions. Now in the end, it is a practice question and you people will give me the answer in the comment section. And the question talks about, consider the following statements about lion. There are 2 statements given. First, African lion are bigger than the Asiatic lion. They are social animals and live in groups called prides. So these are the 2 statements and you have to talk about the correct statement. Codes given are 1 only, 2 only, both 1 and 2, neither 1 nor 2. So give me the answer in the comment section, and that's all for today. Thank you so much for watching. Till we meet next time, keep reading, keep writing and keep subscribing to the channel. Thank you.
For more informative content, like, share and subscribe, and do not forget to press the bell icon to get the notifications.